Hey guys, welcome back to Coin Knowledge. So today we're going to be going over, one of my favorite lower cap gaming altcoins in the space. One that we've talked about time and time again here. We've made multiple in-depth videos on this altcoin. So if you guys are, wanting to know a little bit more about it, you can find a couple of videos on it on this channel. Again, we've talked about QORPO World, which is what we'll be covering today, multiple times. So if you guys are a fan of crypto gaming, and kind of, these updates on some of our favorite altcoins in the space where we bring to your guys' attention on this channel. Consider subscribing to the channel and liking the videos. Your support means everything. So if we look here at QORPO World, why I think it's personally undervalued at this time. If we look here at QORPO World, look at an alt chart, first of all, hasn't seen a bull market. It's not crazy dilution between now and at the heights of the supposed heights of the bull market, meaning late 2025, maybe November, December of 2025. If we're going off of the 4-year cycle charts, as we did peak November of 2021, which again, we all know the previous halving was May of 2020. So that's why, some people are suggesting that we might have a top towards the end of 2025, but nobody knows. So if we look here, you're looking at QORPO World at a $26 million market cap. Obviously, we saw this project go to about $1.20, which, from its local highs here, all-time highs, it's about 56% down from that. So when you're looking at a project of this quality, and I'll, again, give you guys my opinion of why I think this gaming project is undervalued at this current time. First of all, if you're not familiar, QORPO World, it is a gaming studio, gaming hub place. So it's not just one individual game. So if you guys are familiar with my stance, I'm very bullish on gaming hubs. Think Myria, or from the last cycle, Gala Games, or playable games, games for a living. Projects and altcoins that give you exposure to multiple, either games or services like, game launchers, game developing portals within their ecosystem instead of projects that are only giving you exposure to one individual game. So again, QORPO World here, they have, a pretty big docs team. They do have multiple games that they're building under their own umbrella. They have obviously Citizen Conflict, which is a shooter kind of battle royale game. They have Animate, which is kind of like a Pokemon Pal World kind of game. Then they have Egos, which I think is going to be like a mobile game, which they haven't put too much out on that. Now, one thing is that the Citizen Conflict game is on Epic Games right now, so you can get in there and try it out. And I mean, if we're looking at a quality standpoint, Citizen Conflict looks super quality. It is super crisp. I'm hoping to have a gameplay video of the game here soon. Seeing as some feedback on my Carrot gameplay, you guys seem to really like that. So hopefully going to be introducing more gameplay videos, which Citizen Conflict will hopefully be one of those. But again, the gameplay is very crisp. Again, their website looks very great. It is a game studio, game hub place. So you can play other games on their ecosystem. If we go games here, you can see that they have a bunch of other different games as well within their ecosystem that you can gain access to. Now, when we're looking back at QORPO, so remember how I said it's a $26 million market cap, but it's only a 400 million fully diluted. Now, I say only, but when we're looking at projects like Heroes of Mavia, which is another altcoin that you guys know I am bullish on, but it is only a single mobile game gaming project, so you only get exposure to their one mobile game, which it is a good mobile game. It has a lot of players. That's not the debate of this video. I'm just comparing it, which Heroes of Mavia is over $1 billion in FDV, and even the circulating market cap is about 5 times the amount of QORPO. So, if we're comparing it to Heroes of Mavia, which you do not get as much broad exposure, is extremely undervalued. Now, if we compare it to another project like Pixels, which it has a $330 million market cap and a $2.1 billion fully diluted, again, extremely undervalued for something like Pixels, which honestly I've always said Pixels kind of reminds me of I think it's Zwinky. If anyone ever played that game, oh man, about 15 years ago. If anyone ever played that online, yep, that's what Pixels reminds me of. It obviously, again, the debate here is not saying that these aren't quality. They are quality projects. So again, that's why the market caps and valuations, I believe, reflect that. But to say that Pixels is again an individual game and it has such a high circulating and fully FDV evaluation, which is, again, more supporting arguments of why I believe QORPO World, when you're looking at a project that gives you exposure to multiple high quality games, like Citizen Conflict, Animates, Egos, and you play other games in their game launcher on their platform. They have a fully doxed team, easy to find. They have experience. They're active on their socials, on Twitter, always putting, updates out. Again, it's a newer altcoin, hasn't seen a bull market. It launched earlier in 2024. We made a video covering it right here when we were first DCAing, and I was showing you guys in the video when it was a $7 million market cap, and then it shot up to about a $35 million market cap here recently. I want to say it did get higher than that, though, obviously back when it was about double that price. So, again, that's what we're looking at here with my stance on QORPO World. Now, we can compare it to other hubs instead of individual gaming altcoins. So, again, QORPO at a $26 million. If you look at Myria, which, again, I'm not saying that they're exact comparisons. I'm just giving an example. Obviously, Myria has a lot of hype behind it. It's been out a little bit longer. They also have an L2 that they're building as well. So, yes, it's not a direct comparison, but it is also a gaming hub, which is sitting, again, at a $125 million market cap. Still higher than QORPO. If we look at Gala Games, now, I'm not even going to compare it essentially to Gala Games what it is today, since Gala Games, to me, as I've talked about in the past, isn't really a strong gaming project in my opinion, since it feels as if they've shifted their focus mainly to their Gala chain. But even so, a gaming project from the last bull market still sits at a $1.5 billion market cap with $1.3 billion market cap, and they have good games, but they also have a lot of stuff that's gone wrong in their ecosystem. And even here recently, at the beginning of the year, got to a $2.5 billion market cap. If we look at the last bull market, obviously vesting schedules, token unlocks, dilution has really occurred since. So that's why you're seeing, the price difference versus market cap difference. But last bull market, Gala Games, which at that time was essentially only a gaming hub. There wasn't a Gala chain. I believe they didn't have music or film at all. It was just Gala Games with a few games that were promised to come out. I believe at the time they primarily had Townstar, and that's it, I believe. And then Spider Tanks shortly after, but they still got to a $5 billion market cap, circulating market cap, which is insane. So when we go back to QORPO, who does have a working product right now, you can play other games on their ecosystem. They're building their own games. Animate, which is an arcade game, I believe on mobile and desktop, and they have Animate, which is reminds me a lot of Power World, Pokemon, which those games do very, very well. Citizen Conflict, which is one of the more quality looking shooters in the space. I feel it's very easy for me to get bullish on QORPO. So again, here, if we look, we'll go to the main website here, QORPO, the one platform. So we can take a look at everything that they have going on. I think they changed their page a little bit, but if we go to their team, we can see they have good experience here. Big team, their CEO and founder, right here. I don't want to try to pronounce his name because I really do think I will butcher it. So I will save all the embarrassment there. But he is always on Twitter, very active, putting out updates, keeping the community informed. And that's how these projects, again, generate a lot of interest, generate a lot of hype. They put out constant updates about their project. They're on social media. It's just because Twitter is essentially the go-to social media platform for crypto. And I think maybe some projects get lost on that fact. But again, big team, especially when we, hit see all here. Again, they have LinkedIn profiles here, doxed, good experience, big. They have obviously multiple games we've obviously touched on, individual websites you can go in there and take a look at. Obviously, we've done websites or reviews on QORPO in the past. Find it. But I see QORPO going to $1 billion in circulating market cap this bull market, especially when we look at their dilution. I believe around a 5x or so from now until the supposed heights of this bull market. But nobody knows. Obviously, only time will tell. But the chart definitely looks healthy. I believe that we potentially saw a local bottom here, maybe a long term. Maybe we don't see these prices again sub 50 cents. I've been very clear about my position taking one in Corpo, and every video I've made about them, any of my longer form videos when I bring them up, I'm very bullish on Corpo. I think Corpo definitely has it in it to get to $1 billion, which if we're looking at that from here is about a 40x on your money. Obviously, there's going to be dilution. It does, matter if when the gaming narrative pumps, when the Bitcoin blow off top of this bull market gets put in. There's a lot of factors, but I think at these levels, if you're looking for a solid quality lower cap gaming altcoin, Corpo is hard to beat, and I do see it as less risky as, betting on a lower cap, individual gaming project. We cover them all the time. Obviously, and I always say there's higher risk with individual lower cap gaming projects, individual games, because you're only betting on one game. Whereas Corpo is developing multiple games across multiple genres to appeal to multiple player demographic bases. So you can see the benefits there pretty easily. Now they are on Ethereum, they're on BNB. If you look at their exchange listings, they're on Bybit, KuCoin, Gate.io, Mexi. So good, decent exchanges. You want to see a project with some decent exchange listings. To my opinion, they're missing, tier one exchanges like Coinbase, Crypto.com, maybe Kraken, just to name a few. I think those could be potentially coming in the future since, again, it is a big docs team. It's a quality project, in my opinion. But time will tell. So let me know in the comments below, guys. What is your opinion on QORPO World? Are you bearish, bullish? Where do you see this individual specific project hitting at the heights of the bull market? And if there's other projects that you're bullish on or want me to talk about and review that I haven't, let me know in the comments below. And if you want to know what I'm doing in these markets currently, I do have my Patreon linked below, completely optional, or join my completely free Discord linked below as well. So you can get in there, talk to us. We have some guys in there right now trying to grow it. It's fairly new, but I appreciate everyone who does get in there and kind of bounces ideas off each other, just letting us know the stance of like, hey, looking at this project, what's your opinion? This might be a good entry, and example A and B. Get in there, let's talk. I like answering all you guys' comments, talking to you guys, and otherwise, you've got value out of today's video. If you guys can like the video, comment, subscribe, the notification bell, and share the video. I'll catch you guys in the next one. All right, see you guys.